Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Mr. Robot. Currently on Mr. Robot, we've got Elliot and Price coming up with a scheme to get the Deus group all together, so Elliot can find a way to hack into the Cyprus bank account and stop the money flow, putting a stopper in White Rose's plans, and just stop them really, just stop the Dark Army from all of their evil schemes. But now Elliot is under observation, probably from everyone. We've got Vera out here, the Dark Army, White Rose, and all of them wanting to keep tabs. We had Tyrell at the end of the last episode saying, hey, I've been promoted. I'm going to be the top pillar of E-Corp. We can use this, right? Which was surprising that Tyrell is apparently still on board with just taking down the Dark Army and working with Elliot to do so. So see how that goes. But last time we really focused on Elliot and how just blindly focused he's been and how he's not treating people the best way. He's not being his best self, shall we say. Being a bit harsh, but that kind of got addressed last time. We met a new character who opened up about some of her personal demons, and Elliot could see a bit of himself in that, and maybe that's helped. We'll see. And we also got to see some of White Rose's background, which was interesting and tragic and, you know, provides context to White Rose's motivation, so that's interesting. But what about right here, right now? Well, we're about to find out, but before we do, please hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the reaction and the review of the episode. That happens afterwards. Consider subscribing and then you won't miss any future videos that I put up. And then there are links down below for Twitch, Discord, all of that stuff if you're interested in hanging out there as well. But for now, let's find out what's the next step of our Mr. Robot journey, shall we? Well, you can't have a stakeout without Pringles. Them's the rules. I don't make them up, okay? We just enforce them. Although I've never seen a Pringles tube look like that before. Maybe it's an American thing.
Give me a second.
I also always use Audacity to record my stakeouts. Yep, there it is. Good work. Good work, Tyrell. Jesus, with the hammer. My God, was not fucking around. Is he dead? Dead? Looks pretty dead.
He's dead.
Fucking Tyrell. Tyrell came in swinging, literally. My God. Okay. Okay. Problem sort of dealt with, I guess. Maybe.
I am not calling you because we are good. I am calling because I got into Olivia's Cyprus National Bank account. She's not authorized to transfer anything. We are gonna have to break into Virtual Realty and get on their servers.
Heist, 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 heist. Let's go. Who knew it would be more complicated than what we thought?
We were supposed to meet at Allsafe, or did you forget again?
Maybe don't shout this out in the middle of the street. I mean, most people probably wouldn't understand it, but still, this is meant to be a covert operation.
Fuck you! You are a fucking selfish dickhead of an asshole who is the shittiest brother on Earth! So in sum, fuck off and die!
Yeah, maybe don't do this in front of the building that you're planning on heisting.
Please re-record your message after the...
Please re-record your message.
Hey, Elliot.
That was quite the monologue. Back to this, huh, Dom? Back to this. Like, who's on the other end of that? Who's on the other end? I'm suspect. Maybe it's nothing. But if this show has taught me anything, don't trust anything.
What are we here for? Go inside, pay for the gas, and grab a lighter.
I'm just gonna burn the body, I guess.
Internet's
That's the
down.
plan.
You look awfully familiar.
Yeah, sorry, we're kind of in a hurry.
You're sure we haven't met before?
Yeah, you must have me mistaken for someone else.
Were you on Big Brother?
Oh my God. Oh my God, please, lady, please.
I never forget a face.
Keep the change.
Okay, nothing bad happened. I was panicked for a moment there. I was like, Jesus, is he gonna flip out?
Where'd you move the van to?
I didn't move the van.
Maybe it was all a setup. Maybe she was distracting them. Maybe she was distracting them so the van could be moved. Oh no.
No, you hold on. You trying to steal my car and walk away? What's up?
Can I please go now?
Oh, wait, I got another question. Can you start my car?
Is it your car? Is it your car?
Yeah, usually.
I'm suspect.
So here's an idea. I'll drive you home if I can borrow your car afterwards for a quick errand.
You drive a hard bargain, Darlene.
Darlene.
Exactly. Let's ride.
Santa's really easy, I guess. Santa real easy to convince.
But like I said, internet.
I don't think it's his car.
So that means
First we had suspect snowman, and now we've got suspect Santa.
it's too far to walk unless you take the shortcut.
Where's the shortcut?
Got it! Tyrell Elliot, right? That's how I know you. But I never knew you were on Big Brother. Holy smokes, I cannot believe you are in my store.
Maybe Tyrell should be on Big Brother. That could be a thing. That could be a thing.
Confused, okay?
The shortcut. How do we get there?
Are you sure you're not Tyrell Wellick? It's too bad. Sure like to meet him one day. Seems like a nice guy.
Jesus fucking Christ, woman! Where is this shortcut? How the fuck do we get to town?
That's the most aggressive Mr. Robot's been this entire season. This woman broke him.
Directly across the street, you'll see an opening to a trail, and that will take you through the woods for a stretch. You'll find yourself in Pike's Hollow in 30 minutes or so.
Fucking finally.
Wouldn't hurt you to learn some manners on the walk.
Oh boy, what an interaction. What time. Even if the person on the other end of this isn't Dark Army or creepy, or just some randomer, Dark Army must be monitoring this, right? What is this? What is this? Dom, don't be trusting this. Don't be trusting this, Dom. Why are all of the red flags in my brain spiraling? Fucking forget red flags, just a massive fucking pole with a giant flag on it, just
How do you know if we should have come across it by now?
Because we've been walking for fucking hours, that's how.
Don't get mad at me. I don't know where the goddamn creek is.
You were the one who took off this way.
Unbelievable. You're blaming me that we're lost?
I blame you that we're even here. You said he was dead.
He was.
Well, then how did he drive the van?
I don't fucking know!
All right.
Who's to say he did drive the van? Who's to say he drove it? It could have been someone else. A fucking werewolf now? What's going on? And a really big light?
You hear it?
Let's just keep going. Maybe the creek is up ahead.
This episode is so weird. It's so weird. We've really taken a turn down to the spooky woods, huh?
You search, you find, all's well. But what if you search and you don't find? How long do you look? That thing you were searching for, what becomes of it? How could you ever know?
Gonna lose signal, Darlene. Then what are we gonna do? Use Santa. Maybe Santa can save us.
You have to do that?
It's a Christmas song.
It's annoying.
I'm not in the Christmas mood, Tyrell. We're stuck in the woods, covered in snow, and there's a werewolf out here.
Why you wear that hoodie? I've never seen you in anything else. I've been wondering this whole time, but now I finally get it. You don't care. Silk tie, $6,000 suit. I mean, it sounds pathetic to say aloud, but I actually care. You know what?
Weirdly self-reflective today, huh?
My entire life, I've been an outsider, worried what other people think of me, because I needed their approval, their acceptance. There we were, all Safe's most important clients roaming through the office, and you couldn't care less.
It's true. It's true. Are you jealous, Tyrell? You jealous of this?
Hear that?
If there's traffic, we gotta be close to town.
Or at least a road. I'd take a road at this point. Hey, at least you're on the road. Like I say, at least this will take you somewhere. Ah, oh my god! What the fuck? How? How did they do that? They were walking in a line.
With the getup.
Okay. Okay, they're all bad at directions. They're all stupid. Or is it a magical Christmas wood?
Some of them are so small. It's almost as if they were just born to die.
No wonder you're plastered. And how else do you get through that?
Well, it was easier when my wife went with me. Since the accident. Percocet. Sometimes the pain's just too much.
Jesus. God. Show, can we stop with this hard-hitting feels all the time? Can we can we not? Jesus. Oh my god. She's actually here? This hasn't gone completely awfully yet. Okay. It's just going well, I guess. It's just going well for Dom. Why? I mean, why am I asking why do I not trust this? There's very obvious reasons why I don't trust this. Was this part of the plan? Ah, okay. Yep. I was suspicious for the right reasons. I was correct. Dom. Dom.
You'll never be free.
Okay, it was a dream. It was a dream. Thank God. Ugh. Fucking Joe. Fucking Joe. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Hold on now. Whose car is that?
That was gonna be my question.
I fucking called this shit.
That's my car.
Yeah, fucking Jesus.
If that is your car, whose car is this?
I have no clue.
Fucking Santa Claus, man.
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Holy crow, what the heck are you talking about?
What do you mean you're all sad and lonely going on about Jimmy, your suicidal friend?
It's a Wonderful Life Christmas classic.
I have a bottle of Percocet, explain that.
For my wife.
Your wife's dead. You said she had an accident.
She threw her back out when we...
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
She's in brutal pain.
This
move.
fucking drunk
Okay, you
Santa
fucking
Claus.
scared me.
Me and you both, Darlene.
Hey, are you okay? You want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about.
You sure?
Yes.
That echoing train in the distance used to be foreboding that says otherwise, Darlene.
I have lost absolutely everyone. The only one I have left is my brother, who is an asshole that treats me like absolute shit. Always worried about him, and he flat out told me to fuck off, so why do I bother?
Wow, that was a, you know, finally let that all out. Jeez.
Time. Just realizing it's Christmas.
Yeah. It's Christmas time.
You honestly don't care about me.
Oh my god, we're back to this. We're back to this.
What? Just answer the question, did you?
Tyrell, you didn't make
Just
it easy.
answer the question!
No!
Is everyone just speaking their truths today, I guess.
Go without me.
What? You're giving up?
Yeah.
I mean, he worshipped Elliot for a time. He was like, Elliot is close to being like his religious idol at some stage, so for him to then turn around and be like, no, I didn't give a shit about you, which was pretty obvious at the time.
I never fucking needed you! You were only in the way! If it weren't for you...
The world would have been saved! And you would have been the savior! Is that the fantasy I ruined for you?
Stay here! Die! I don't give a fuck about you!
All signs lead to the same hopeless destination, but you're so much in your own head that you can't see the truth!
I mean, Tyrell's got a point. He is very much trapped in his head at the minute.
Someone who's disappeared inside himself. What if that's what they wanted all along? Not to be found.
You're wrong. I don't like being an outsider either. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it.
Yeah.
Felt wrong to leave you. I think you're the only person I know that actually likes me.
That's it's the weird, sad truth of it all.
I've known we were gonna...
Why do you want to keep going?
My sister. I have to warn her. I have to at least try. Maybe she can still escape.
What the fuck is making that noise? What is that? It's gonna be something like a steam train or some shit. Oh, Tyrell's been inspired, I guess.
Maybe you can still make...
Look at that. Everyone just opening up, being themselves, talking the truth for once.
You're worried about your brother, but you gotta worry about you too. And I hope he's not dead. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Santa. Thanks.
Bye. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, thank God Santa's happy, alright? I was concerned. I was very concerned, much like Darlene. But it was interesting how they did that. Was that was making all the noise? The van! Yeah! You gotta do something. You gotta do something. Oh my god. Ugh, okay. Okay. Guess it's over now. They are maybe stuck out in the woods though. Is Tyrell okay? Did Tyrell get out of that? Nope. Probably not okay.
Jesus Christ.
Probably not okay. Not the place to be stuck with a bullet in you.
Find someplace that can help you.
No, I'm done.
Really? Is this how this is gonna go?
Make sure you take care of White Rose.
Tyrell. I can't let you die.
I'm just gonna go for a walk.
He might be sometime. Jesus, is that... unless I see him dead on the ground. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Unless I see a dead body of him. What a fascinating episode this is. It's wild. It's so... just slightly off kilter and odd. Oh my god. Is that black light? Why is there like purple light? What did you find? What have you found? What is this? I swear to God, if we cut to credits, I'm not gonna see what it... Well, the fuck is that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We fade to white. Oh, what does it all mean? Jesus. Oh, this show doing things to my brain. messing with me. God damn, that's bright. All right, well, that was certainly an interesting episode. I just didn't expect this. I didn't expect any of this. The whole, just tonally, I wasn't expecting an episode like this, but it just had this weird, like I said in the reaction, like this kind of off-kilter, just very personal, like, I'm trying to explain what it is, but obviously this is being the transition from Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, and it has that vibe of like a spooky Christmas story, and it's all about our characters trying to find connections with people. Really, that's like my biggest takeaway from it. Tyrell reaching out to Elliot like, you never cared about me, and I just wanted you to care about me in the way that I cared about you, and you never did. Darlene with Elliot and having this Santa Claus guy who she misread and misperceived what was being said to her, and that was interesting in itself. And then Dom, obviously, who is desperate to find someone that she can trust. It seems like just baseline, just wants someone in her life that she can trust and give herself over to a little bit, whereas now she's in a position where that it just isn't the case. She can't do it. And Elliot, of course, who is lost in himself and maybe can't trust himself and isn't allowing himself to be connected to the people he cares about, and just a lot of that going on, which is a very, I don't know what that is about that. Maybe it's all the snow and stuff, which helps, but there's something, like I say, like a dark, Christmassy story feel to that, which I liked. But anyway, we'll go for it like we always do. So we kicked off with a few scenes. One, Tyrell, Elliot dealing with their eavesdropper. Well, they thought they were dealing with him, with Tyrell just coming out swinging with a fucking hammer. Like, it was not messing around. It's so interesting watching Tyrell's performance, because it's like he has these moments where feels like he's in control, but then you start peeling away at it, and it's actually, is he really in control, or is he just instinctively doing these things, and then he realizes it's kind of spiraled out of his control? And watching his journey throughout the show has been very, like I say, it's been an interesting one, and this just feels like an extension of all of that. Then we got a scene with Darlene just ranting about Elliot, just absolutely popping off. Then she decides to delete, it's thematic of what her journey is in the episode, of her wanting to say all this stuff to her brother and then deleting it and then saying something completely different. She just can't bring herself to admit it to him, or maybe even herself to a degree. And then we cut to Dom going back to kind of where we met her originally, struggling to, like I say, find a connection, romantic or otherwise, it seems like. And yeah, just the coldness that's going on, where she doesn't want to be like that. She doesn't want to feel like this, and yet she can't stop it. And now she's in a position where everyone feels like is out to get her. So it's even harder now than what it was originally. But like I say, I think this episode's more about the characters reflecting on themselves rather than anyone else coming to help them or save them or whatever. It's about them realizing something about themselves. We then start winding down this trail of Darlene being stuck in a car with a drunk Santa, and Tyrell and Elliot, Mr. Robot, stuck out in the woods with the cashier just like, I know you, I recognize you, which has to come back in some way, I imagine. But it was very funny and very, very well played by everyone. And even Mr. Robot, who's been kind of the voice of reason in this season, surprisingly, even he gets broken down by it. I don't know, I feel the fact that she recognized Tyrell eventually has to come back round. Even Tyrell mentioned it, that there's someone who can ID him as being here. So that, I feel like that has to come back round some way. I don't know how, but that has to be a thing that will come back round. But then eventually we engage in our long walk through the snowy woods with, I guess it was an elk screaming out the whole time, like the elk that the car had hit, presumably. And it was just kind of screaming out in pain, even though we heard it again later on in the episode when Tyrell found some sort of black light UV light box in the woods, whatever the fuck that's gonna be. Another mystery for another time, I guess. But just cutting between these scenes of them walking through the woods, Darlene talking to this Santa, and Dom having this dream of being able to invite someone back to her apartment and then can't trust them, it's all a plan, and then it's a dream. And like I say, it's just all very thematic of these characters who we've been sitting in so long now, just kind of being truthful to themselves. Like, it's all stuff that, you know, we pick up on by their behavior and stuff that they're not saying and things that decisions that they make, but they really felt this was a time for them to acknowledge it about themselves, which was interesting. And it's interesting just having Tyrell and Elliot stuck together in an isolated place. And I don't know if this is trying to make me feel like that maybe Tyrell's the third personality, even though I don't know if that makes much sense, if that's a thing. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but maybe there's an element of the episode trying to push you in that direction that, hey, maybe it's Tyrell. Remember, we've said this thing that there's another person who is a part of Elliot, and maybe that's it, but I don't know if that really works. But just throwing it out into the ether, so to speak, I'm not committing to that because I don't think that makes any sense, but who knows? Fuck me, maybe I might be wrong about that. But because Elliot and Tyrell have had such an interesting personal journey in terms of how they see one another, obviously, like I said in the reaction, Tyrell had a phase where he was completely enamored by Elliot and was having this religious, spiritual experience through the whole hack and the relationship he was having with Elliot. And, you know, it kind of, this might be mad, I don't know if I'm drawing the wrong parallel, but it kind of had this feel of Blade Runner, spoilers for Blade Runner, but when Rutger Hauer's character, the replicant, comes face to face with his creator and comes to the realization that his creator, it just sees him as another product, another thing off the line, and doesn't see him as anything special per se. It's just like, hey, this is what you were designed for. Bye, nothing I can do. Sorry to disappoint. Like, I don't really care. And then just obviously in that movie reacts violently. But I just felt like there was a kind of a weird parallel with that, with Tyrell coming to the conclusion that Elliot never cared. he didn't want to admit that to himself. Kind of interestingly, once they got it all aired out, he was on board with Elliot, like, let's go get that phone call, let's go warn your sister. It's like a genuine, like, let's do the right thing moment. Like, let's do something good. After all the shit that's happened that we're both responsible for, we can at least do this one good thing. Maybe. And then with Darlene and Drunk Santa Claus, who, you know, it was purposely written in a way where you are in Darlene's shoes and you're thinking that this Santa is depressed, something horrible happened to his wife, he's considering hurting himself in some way, and then it's later revealed that that isn't the case. It was just how Darlene was perceiving that information, and thus we received it. But it plays into that idea of perception and like how we see things and how our characters are seeing things and how they may not necessarily be what we see them to be. Like there may be something that we're missing or not thinking about. Like, I'm sure people could write a whole thesis, a dissertation, if you will, about that idea, about how she's perceiving this information given to her and then what the truth of the situation is. But it got me. It got me. I was like, oh no, please, not more sad stuff, not more emotionally crushing stuff. Can we have some happy stuff? And thankfully, his wife's still there. He's like, yes, I'm drunk. It is sad. She hurt herself, but it's not that bad. It's, you know, it's just having a rough night. It's just a rough night. But thankfully everything is okay for him. But Darlene is coming to the realization that it's okay to worry about Elliot, but she needs to worry about herself as well. And I'm assuming that will get expanded on as we go through the next bits. Now, last week I did say maybe Darlene is the other split personality, but this seems to be like, I'm sure there's many of them occasions where this is, unless it's happening at a different time, I don't know, but this seems to be like, no, that isn't the case. They're in completely different locations at the same time, so no. that's that, I guess. So I guess in terms of whoever the third personality is anyone's guess still. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. But no, all in all, I really liked this. It was like such an interesting, reflective episode. I liked the music in it. I liked the atmosphere of it. Like, it really had atmosphere completely different to any other episode in this show, which this show does occasionally. It throws a curveball of an episode where they completely change up the style, the aesthetic, and just throws you off a little bit, but normally in a good way, which plays off what the episode's doing, and this was one of those. Like, it had some really interesting camera work. It really knew how to make the most of that foggy, snowy wood. It really like, that whole aesthetic really reminded me of like an old, like, BBC Christmas episode of something, or Christmas drama from like the 70s or 80s. I don't know why, but it really took me to that kind of place. And I'm guessing the next episode will be Christmas Day, so interesting to see what we do with that, like what that's going to entail. But no, I just enjoyed the kind of quietness and the calmness of this episode. And like I say, the atmosphere was really good. I'm a sucker for some fog, you know? I'm a sucker for some foggy, snowy woods. As for, do I think Tyrell's going to die? I don't think he's going to die right now. It seems like he's very much alive still, and he's discovered something in the woods, and that's going to be an important thing. I guess we just have to wait and see with that. Like I say, no one's dead until I see a dead body, okay? No one's dead until I see a dead body with wound. Like, I need full-on confirmation. I know, I'm not just going to be like, oh, it faded to white, he must have died in the woods. So no, absolutely not. I need actual proof. Really nice episode. I really liked it. Makes me very curious about what the Christmas Day episode will be like. And I know a few people have said that this whole season is just like a whole Christmas special season. But I think it's significant when that the show knows that, hey, this is the Christmas Eve episode and this is going to be the Christmas Day episode, and they'll do stuff that plays off of that, but obviously in a very Mr. Robot kind of way, like this episode did. So yeah, super enjoyed this. I look forward to the next one. I can only assume, what episode are we on? 4? Episode 4, so we're moving into episode 5 next. Kind of getting into that mid-season territory. Usually some wild shit starts happening when we get into this area, so Christmas Day, wild shit, I'm down for that. So yeah, I look forward to that. Thank you for watching this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, please press the thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already so you won't miss any future videos. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.